This is a gudrill machine with a final controller whose light curtains did not work anymore. The end connector of the receiver broke off. I thought I tried to repair it. It just didn't work anymore. It got some internal damage. So this machine now calls for a complete replacement because this banner light controller, light curtain controller, is obsolete. So the system is composed of this controller here box, this controller box with a reset button, and it's giving me a status of failure on the receiver. It will not reset and go into operating mode. So the only solution we can have here is to replace this controller and light curtains with a modern and really available Pepperl+Fuchs light curtain system, and plus two 24-volt compact relay and a custom-made harness for the transmitter and receiver. And this system will replace the 120-volt AC system from the banner controller. So already made my design here. I'm showing you the schematics I'm going to implement. This is the cable harness. This is the wiring of the cable harness and the relays. So first thing is to dismount the transmitter and receiver and mount the new transmitter and receiver from Pepperl+Fuchs on the brackets. So I'm aligning them, make sure that they're aiming at each other, and then I'm gonna drill. I will temporarily mount them using this self drilling screws. Then I'm going to weld them, and now I've mounted the relays and the cable harness. So you can see now the light curtain is enabled. This relays is a redundant system, so their output contacts are in series, and the contact feeds a Fanuc input model, a bit X0.0, which is light curtain OK, so the doors can automatically close using a piston. That's already the original design. So the old controller had an output relay that I just got rid of that. So now the cable runs into the cabinet. This is the old controller box. You see now I removed it. It's here on the floor. This is the old controller. Not going to be useful anymore. That's a cable running into the cabinet. And the logic here, I'm showing you, this is the Fanuc Ladder 3 running on Windows. Basically what I'm using here, I'm going to use the cycle start signal and the door open command to power up a reset coil that will reset the light curtain. Once the light curtain has no blocking of the light beams, you need to reset it to go into operating mode. So that's what the ladder change that I'm going to use. I'm going to use that signal and the cycle start to reset the light curtain so it can go into operating mode here. And I'm going to test it. First I'm using just the closed door signal to reset the light curtain, but then I added the cycle start contact to reset the coil. The coil is Y1.6. Here I'm now made the change. I stored the PMC on the DRAM. Now I'm gonna back it up into EEPROM, into the non-volatile memory of the Fanuc CNC. So it will the change will remain every time the machine starts up. That has to be done every time the logic is you're satisfied